In this week's About Your Retirement, of course, we have Jim, fresh off of Jim's Christmas, and our question for Jim. Jim, we are concerned about our mother that insists on staying at her home alone. She's 84 and seems like she is withdrawn and getting worse. We wonder if it's the holidays that appear to possibly depress her. What would you do if it was your mom? A lot of people deal with this.
They do, and especially this time of year, we have people that have lost spouses, our adult age generation, and so it becomes even more challenging. But we periodically run this about these signs of depression because it's one of the biggest questions I get asked all year long, and especially ever since the pandemic and all with everything concerned. The latest stats that I have seen, Ashley, 50% of our adult age generation live at home alone. And so that becomes very important, and it becomes important to family members, their loved ones, to keep contact with them and make sure of what's going on. It's okay for them to live alone, and I say this over and over, but it's not okay to be lonely. And if loneliness starts setting in, it's a stepping stone to depression. Depression can lead on to worse things. The suicide rate for people 65 and up, the last stat I saw on that was well over 16% of suicide deaths. And so you don't want to have to deal with that. We've had viewers that have sent questions in about that have had to deal with it. So what we want to do is remind people that you think that mom or dad is in that situation, counseling can help. There are medications from their doctor that can help to bring them back. And so let me just share with you the four biggest areas that you can recognize if your loved one is hitting in that depression state. And the first one is they're going to be withdrawn. And when I say withdrawn, they're withdrawn from family, from friends, from church, and now, you know, with this new variant, so many of our older generation doesn't want to be in large groups, so make sure they've got a device where they can watch their church service every week at home. They may not even keep their house clean anymore. You know, all of the things that they normally did, they're not doing. Wearing the same clothes is a big sign, and personal hygiene. And you can see that if you're keeping up with them, they'll have the same clothes on. Eating changes, they either don't eat enough or they eat way too much junk food, and so they're gaining weight quickly. Sleeping problems is another sign. If you hear them complaining about, I just can't sleep, I only sleep an hour a night or 2 hours a night, that's an issue. Maybe they're oversleeping. They're asleep all the time, 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And so watch out for these signs and take it very serious because it is a serious issue.
Well, thanks so much, Jim. And don't forget, you can get more retirement advice on Jim's other show, Watch Baby Boomers in Action, every weekend on News 9 and News 9 Plus. And for more information, visit news9.com/retirement.